Does anybody know here why we have the mitzvah of shofar? Now you guys have all gone to Beit Knesset for Rosh Hashanah, I'm assuming, right? It's not, you guys have all been to Beit Knesset, right? You went to Beit Knesset, you heard the shofar. Some people even own shofar in their house. They like to do, everybody likes to blow shofar. It's kind of hard. But it's fun. Now, most people don't really know why we even blow shofar. How come we don't blow like a horn? It's easier. Why don't we have like a nice piano? Play some Bach or Beethoven at the end of Rosh Hashanah. Everybody's cool. Why not? How come it's a shofar? It's an animal. No? Who has something?
I heard it weakens the satan.
Zak. That's what the Gemara says in Rosh Hashanah, page 16a.
Why?
That's the big question. Why does it weaken the Satan? What does it have to do with the Satan? All it is, I should have brought my shofar. I just got a shofar. And it's amazing that this thing, piece of an animal, actually has so much, if used effectively, has the power of 1,000,000 atomic bombs. Has the power to change nature if used the right way. Or it could simply be something on your shelf. Either nothing or something unbelievable. What is it? It's a horn, it's an animal. That's it. What's the... Some are the long ones, some are the short ones, but they all have the same power. Or same uselessness, whatever you want. You can either look at it every time you go to a Judaica store and it looks cool, but you don't really feel like paying $500 for it. So you just go to visit the Judaica store just to look at it for free. Or you, for one day, just you have a good day at work and you buy it for no reason. You just tell people you have a shofar. But in reality, you don't really know that this thing is like 1,000,000 atomic bombs. How? One time, there was a guy that was a tokea in the Beit Knesset. He was the guy that would do it every year. He's good at it. And he did it for years. But one day he got into some financial troubles, lost some money, got to some problems. The prayer to Hashem did not work. And he decided to go to the religion of love. Religion of love and inquisitions and holocausts also. But Christianity. Why? Because in Christianity they pay you. They pay you to convert to Christianity. They pay you in Christianity to come. The Christians, Yimach Shemam, the missionaries, they spend over $300 million a year just to convert Israelis in Eretz Yisrael alone. We're not talking about the rest of the world. The rest of the world is billions. In Eretz Yisrael alone, $300 million a year to convert Jews to Christianity, to idol worship. They have 8 billion people in the world, but they want to mess with the few million that we have. Mamash, Satan himself. Now, one of the ways they do it, they give people money for years. In the old days, they also killed them too. Today, not so much. Today, they just give money. So this guy had some problems and figured, you know what, let me go to the religion of love that pays some money too. But it wasn't enough for him. He wanted to stay he wanted the kabod of being the Baal Tokea too. He wants to blow the shofar every year also. So he went to the Beit Knesset. He goes, I want to make sure I still have my position at the Beit Knesset for Rosh Hashanah to blow the shofar. Rabbi says, what? You're mumar, you. Anybody that converts to Christianity is called mumar. Somebody that's heretic, you can't count him minyan, you can't, unless he does tshuva, gehinom permanently. You're mumar, you convert to Christianity, you abandon HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What are you talking about? You're going to blow shofar for the rest of us? Now this guy was Rasha Miktsoi, like he's a professional Rasha. It wasn't enough for him to get it. No, where did he go? He went to the king. Went to the king, goes, listen, Your Highness, can you believe it? The Jews are not letting me my old job. I had this job already for 20 years. I want my job. He goes, what's your job? Because I'm about to care. He goes, what's that? I blow the horn for the Jews. He goes, okay, so what's the problem? He goes, no, they fired me. He goes, okay, so they fired you. They fired somebody else. He goes, no, Your Highness, you know why they fired me? Because I became like you. I became a Christian like you. The king said, what? They fired you because you became a Christian? I'll come. King, Yimach Shemo, comes over there. Okay, we're going to take care of the Jews. They don't give you a job, I'm going to slaughter all of them. You know, the Goyim, Esav Sonei LeYaakov, it's halacha. They look for a reason to kill us. People think that anti-Semitism is like theoretical. It's a reality. Right now, there was a video that just came out a couple of days ago. Anti-Semitism in America has gone up over 40% in the last year. It was already 40% of Americans admitted to be anti-Semitic. Now we're talking about probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 65% of Americans admit to be anti-Semitic. They're already starting to kill people in the streets. In some places, in New York, every other day somebody gets thrown a rock, gets beat up. All types of horrible things are happening. People are living in illusion. They think that everything is good now. But anyway, he brings the king to the Jews. Says, "Listen, you got to give him his job back." So the rabbi is smart. He goes, "Listen, we can't mess with the king. The guy you can mess. You'd say no, but the king came. You say no to the king, he kills everybody." But the rabbi, Tamid Chacham, says, "Your Highness, you must know, with your wisdom, what's the most important day of the year for the Jews?" So the king says, "Oh, well, of course, it's your Yom Kippur." So the rabbi says, "Exactly, Your Highness. That's what we're going to do. Because of you, we're going to give him the mitzvah of blowing the shofar on Yom Kippur for the Kehillah." King is happy. "Thank you very much for honoring me. Chavod." But the Rasha, the Mumar, said, hey, no, that's not good. Your Highness, they're tricking us here. He goes, "What do you want?" He goes, "Yeah, you blow the shofar on Yom Kippur, but it's not even an obligation. It's a minhag. It's a minhag to blow the shofar on Yom Kippur. It's not an obligation. The real obligation is on Rosh Hashanah." The king says, "You're still complaining? They're giving you the biggest day, you're still complaining? More important day, less important day, get out of here already." The king kicked him out already. Point being, Rabotai, is that shofar is a big deal in Judaism. Why? Because the Kadosh Baruch Hu himself says that the shofar is a big deal. But why? Why is it a big deal? Now, as our dear friend says, the Gemara in Masechet Rosh Hashanah, page 16a and also 16b, goes into a whole debate, a whole sugya about the significance of shofar. It says, why do you blow a shofar? It says, what do you mean, why you blow a shofar? Rachmana said, blow a shofar. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, the merciful one said, blow a shofar in the Torah. Pasuk in the Torah says you must blow a shofar. Says, but why are you blowing shofar? So it says, look, it says this is something special to Hashem, because the shofar is something that confuses the Satan. Confuses Satan. Satan is full of eyes. 6,000 years old. He's confused by a horn from an animal. Why is he confused? The Tehillim, David HaMelech says in Tehillim 89, verse 16, "Ashrei ha'am yod'ei teruah, Adonai ba'or panecha yalechun." That it says, praiseworthy is the nation that knows the teruah. Teruah is one of the is the main thing. That's the teruah. Praiseworthy is the nation that knows the teruah. It's Am Yisrael. Why? Because it's symbolic that they're going with Hashem. They're going in the way of Hashem. So the Midrash Rabbah, Vayikra Rabbah, Parashat Emor, in Parashat 29, Od Dalet, Rabbi Yoshaya says, why is David HaMelech saying praiseworthy is the nation, meaning Am Yisrael, that knows how to blow teruah, blow a shofar? What? The other nations don't know how to blow a shofar? What? The other nations don't have musical instruments too? What's the big deal? They brought a boot, what? A few tries, you do it. Everybody does it. They have violins, they have all types of things. David HaMelech took a pasuk in the Torah and decided it's so important that they're praiseworthy, that they know how to blow shofar. Everybody knows how to blow shofar also. So Rabbi Yoshayan says, it's not that they know and they don't know. There must be some goyim that know how to blow a shofar. But only Am Yisrael knows how to use the Torah to entice their Creator to rise from his throne of judgment and move and sit on his throne of mercy instead. On the 7th month, on Rosh Hashanah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is sitting on his throne of judgment, says guilty, punished, guilty, punished, guilty, punished. And now, because of the shofar, he gets up out of this throne to go and sit on his throne of mercy. Says, yeah, he did it, but look, he's doing better now. So forgive him, let him go. Yeah, but he did it. Yeah, he did it, but he's trying better now. Let it go. He's innocent. Give him more time. And it all comes from the shofar. Why does the shofar have such significance? The shofar comes from the word leshaper. Leshaper means to improve. Now the same Midrash Rabbah, Parashat Emor, says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to Am Yisrael, just like you improved your actions, shipartem, by the time you came to blow the shofar, you didn't just blow the shofar and did nothing, too, and that's it, went home and barbecue on Shabbat. No, you prepared the slichot, you went to the shiurim, you already chatanu avinu pashanu. When you prayed, you didn't just pray and just read the words, but you were thinking about baseball and basketball and your business. You're already doing tshuva already for a while, you're working on yourself, and you're saying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, listen, in reality, we're losers. That's the reality. It's difficult to keep Shabbat. It's difficult to eat kosher. It's difficult to watch your eyes. It's difficult to do all these things. It's difficult for me to do tshuva. Honestly, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I don't deserve anything. And I'm crying to you. I'm crying to you to please help me. The shofar is a cry. The three types of tkiyot from the shofar are three symbolic sounds that sound like crying. The tkiyah, the tu, that's like, ah! Please, Hashem, I don't have even words to say, I'm so guilty. The shvarim, that's like, And the that's pretty much hysterical crying. Somebody just died. That's our tuot. The shofar is symbolic of us crying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And when you cry to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you can't even talk. So you say, Hashem, I'm guilty, I'm so guilty, I have nothing to say for myself. I can't even talk, so I'm just crying, and this is the shofar sound. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to us, that's tshuva.